What is up, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. I got off work today, took a shower, and now I'm here, and I was just thinking, you know what? Let me just record a reaction. Why not? I heard one of the. Actually, no, I know how I'm gonna start this. Guys, today I'm repping some more Bad Omen merch because I'm too poor to buy merch from other bands right now. And you know, a band I wish had good merch, Architects, but now they have bad merch and now they have bad music. Wow, I'm sorry, that was a horrible way to start it. I have not liked the last few releases from Architects. I'm just so annoyed that they have changed their sound and go in like this like Bring Me the Horizon route where they try and like revolutionize the sound, which this is a very common sound that we are now hearing, especially when you think of like maybe Wage War or because hey, first off, no, I'm gonna rant about this at the end because I've been having this. I just want to go on a rant, and I'm gonna go on it at the end of this. But yeah, we're just gonna listen to this Architects song. Pray to God it is a good one. I heard it's not. So we'll see. I'm being open minded because they are the kings of metalcore. They made this genre. They revolutionized it. Let's hope it is a good one, guys. Let's just do this. I won't pause the song or anything. Just stay towards the end. I'll rate the song scale from 1 to 10. Maybe if the lyrics seem interesting, I'll read them and maybe try and dissect them quickly on my first glance. But let's just get into this, guys. So this is Meteor by Architects. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was just immediate. Yeah, let me turn up the sound. Yeah, it's just the album art, so. I'll look at the lyrics. Let's see. It's not that bad so far. I like this intro. Got a little groove to it. Is there no remedy, 'cause I've been it's not a bad melody. I'm more of a person that likes off rhymes. Direct rhymes can be a really like 50-50 for me. It's not bad though. Man, didn't really like that. It's just kind of like, it just sounds kind of stupid. I'm staying beneath the meteor. Okay, I like the verse a little bit. That melody isn't that bad. The off rhyme is not, or the direct rhyme is not that bad. It's not rhyming, but it's just repeating. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, I don't like this chorus. I think the melody is alright, but I feel like they need way better lyrics for this part. Yeah, I like that they're trying to use their clean vocals, but you could at least blend that with your original sound. Like, they have completely changed their sound. Okay, his cleans don't sound, they have dots, I did not like that. No, his voice did not sound good there. It's such a, man, this isn't it. I just don't like, it's so annoying. I'll go on a rant about this, don't worry. I'm probably gonna make even another video just to separate that, because I've been wanting to say something about this for a while. I think the melody in that is good. I'm not a huge fan of lyrics. It's really cheesy for Architects. I'm used to them having like this like really unique lyric set, you know? Whoa, guys, did you hear that? We heard screaming. Whoa. Whoa, do you think Architects will start actually implementing a scream to their music? Wow, that'd be huge, guys. Wow. Oh my god. Guys, I didn't like that. Architects, we all know this. They defined metalcore, okay? Every single band tries to be like them. Every band tries to do a blah, you know. Every band tries to have an amazing breakdown. Architects was one of the main bands that inspired a lot of that. I know there's bands before them probably did the same thing. Like supposedly Architects didn't invent the blah. I don't know. I don't care. Architects is like king. Doomsday and Hereafter, especially Doomsday, change the scene. That is one of the probably not, if not the biggest metalcore song of all time, like modern metalcore song. Unless you count like maybe Stitch or The River by Wage War. It's just frustrating. This has been 2020 was the worst year for modern metalcore in years, and that is saying something. Knowing that we had Polaris, Currents, like Moths to Flames, just all these huge bands releasing albums, and Polaris was the only one that was technically a good album. Currents, you guys know if you've been following me for a while, I reacted to that Tyrant album. I gave it a 9 out of 10 my first listen. But that was because after each song, I stopped and talked about it for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then I go on to the next one. But when I went back, I listened to each song without stopping, just focusing on it. I'm like, wow, this does not flow well. It could have good individual songs, which those have gotten worse over time. It was disappointing. The only songs that I like on that album is Poverty of Self, because that song stands out. Make sure I'm still recording. Because it's so heavy and wish we got more of that. But every single song was like a slow intro with like a breakdown, then a verse, breakdown, chorus. And all the verses were like slow and quiet. Every single song is the exact same song structure. And then we go to one of my favorite releases I was really hoping was going to be better, was No Eternity in Gold by Like Moths to Flames. Now, I'm a diehard Like Moths to Flames fan. I absolutely love that band. I think I gave the album, I think maybe a 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 my first listen. I think that would probably stay the same for that. I'd probably go give it a 7 out of 10, because that album is tough to listen to fully through. But let me tell you, the songs on there, like, I think that album destroys Current's album, because songs like The Anatomy of Evil, then you go to like Habitual Decline, which is one of the best metalcore songs of the year, I'd argue. Burn Water, Drown in Flame, and like it's one of those things where it's like there are some great songs in there, but they don't flow. Every single song has a unexpected, probably shouldn't be in the song, chorus. They're good choruses, like they're super catchy. All the riffs are amazing, heavy, and all their breakdowns are amazing and heavy, but it doesn't flow. That was a big thing with metalcore all this year. Every single song by almost every single band was it was all like very similarly structured, simple. It feels like bands aren't even taking a risk anymore. It seems like even my friend said this the other day, all the big bands are releasing crap, and all the small bands like Imminence, Thornhill, Novelist, I think, is a band they've only released one song, but they had a new vocalist, and that was amazing. Aviana, however you want to say it, they just released a song. It was really good. I just hit my mic. It's one of those scenes where it's just like such a weird year in metalcore. Let me know what you guys think about it, but it just, with the releases from Architects, metalcore is in such a weird state right now, because modern metalcore used to all be about having those catchy choruses and having breakdowns and riffs, but at least the song structures were different. Not every song had this super crazy chorus. Like Wage War, if you look back at Blueprints and Deadweight, every song on that album, what on each album, it wasn't the same structure. There'd be songs where there that Cody didn't even sing in. And that's what I'm complaining about right now is that in all these Architect singles, they've all been kind of like this Bring Me the Horizon, kind of more poppy. I like that I think that's a huge step forward for the band. Sam using clean vocals. But no one wants to hear only clean vocals. People came to Architects because they have some of the best riffs and breakdown. Well, I would say riffs because I can't really think of many breakdowns from them. I would say more riffs, and just like amazing like ambient sounds, and if they were to stick with their old sound, but maybe 3 or 4 of the songs on that album would have some more cleans or at least mix it up a little bit, it'd be nice. But there's been like no like there have been one single I don't think that's just been all screams, and like they've all been like super like lame and just not just isn't the Architects we all knew. They defined the genre. It's just one of those scenes where once again all the big bands, any band that's popular is releasing garbage right now. In some of the bands, they have released great music and they're all talented, but it's like I'm not sure they just don't want to take the risk or I just don't know why none of the bands like Polaris was the only big one I can think of that, even though I think that album gets old a little bit for me, I've been jamming a lot lately just because I'm feeling nostalgic and I love their sound. But that was the only one I feel I can really think of. It's like, yeah, this was a good album. It's just 2020 is a very weird year for metalcore. A lot of disappointments. I just hope it gets better. But guys, Meteor by Architects, I didn't like anything about this song. I didn't. I wanted to so bad, but it just wasn't good. I didn't like the. I actually thought Sam sounded horrible in the song. The cleans were not good. Musically, I liked the intro because it had that kind of like it had a nice little groove to it, but it's like we didn't even hear like a catchy riff, no heavy breakdown, not even a scream, which Sam has a very identifiable scream. The part when they had the O's at the end or whatever, the background vocals, in that last like chorus, it was all right. I liked the progression of the song, which I felt like that's something we haven't really had from them in their last few singles. But I'm just curious what other people on YouTube are reacting to this with. I know I think it's like hardcore. I love his reviews because he's honest, but like there's some YouTubers that will react to any of metalcore songs and say it's amazing. Don't listen to him, guys. 2020 is a very weird year. I reacted like I'm very honest with my reactions. Like I've reacted to a ton of metalcore songs, and if I gave him that rating, I probably was honest with it. There's some songs where it's like I probably shouldn't have given it as high of a rating or something, or maybe shouldn't have given it as low of a rating. It's really just what I'm feeling in the time, but man, this has been such a weird year, and so 2021 has been a weird year for metalcore, and I'm really hoping that Architects. I hope these deep tracks are good. Another band, guys. Fit for a King. What happened there? That album was my least favorite of the big 4, I would say, that released this year. Currents, Polaris, like Moss to Flames, Fit for a King. I cannot listen to that album. It is so tough for me to listen to it. I love Fit for a King. I promote them all the time. They're one of the big bands that I promote on my page, iChristianRock on Instagram and Facebook. It has some good songs, but none of those songs I don't think can. I think they struggle to match up to anything on Dark Skies or I'm not sure if I like it more in Dark Skies, but Creation/Destruction, that album was incredible. That The Path is a tough album to get through. All the songs are it takes a lot of inspiration from old school metalcore. So I would say like Architects, or if you want to just not Architects, as I Lay Dying, which I like more new As I Lay Dying. I've never gotten into their old stuff enough. I know a few of them, but it's just that kind of more thrashy metalcore is not my thing. I like the more modernized one of like Wage War, Currents, Polaris, Architects, all that. But that album was tough, guys. It was just it sucks because we had all these like amazing huge releases from huge bands in the scene, bands that like headline tours constantly. And it sucks that we now have to go 2 to 3 years without music from them. It sucks because music's my life, and it just sucks, that the scene's changing a lot, and I don't think it's changing for the good, to be honest. I feel like they're trying to like make a lot of bands are trying to make their sound more radio friendly. Um, it just sucks that we have to wait 2 years, probably minimum, for to hear some of these bands release more songs. I know one band that I do really appreciate was Hollow Front. They were one of the few metalcore bands this year that I can think of on the spot right now that released just a fantastic album. I listen to it all the time. It has a lot. It's very heartfelt. Has some great lyrics. Loose Threads, the single alone. The entire album is called Loose Threads. If you didn't know, has probably one of my favorite lyrics of the year. It is just beautiful. Please go check them out. I love those guys. It just sucks because like they had all their songs had different stuff. It was easy to get through that album. All the songs were diverse. It wasn't just the same cookie cutter formula. Alpha Wolf was a fantastic album. They stuck to their sound. They were loyal to their fans, which I appreciate. And all the songs were good and they were heavy. They even had some nice, like Don't Ask was one of their last songs. Like they kind of more like a melodic kind of chorus to it. Always brought the breakdowns and the riffs. Just quality was fantastic. And I know Thornhill didn't release a song this year, but last year, their album was so good, and I would say Imminence was their album. Turn the Light On was my favorite of 2019, even though that kind of rivals Aura's release, which they're a great progressive metalcore band. Another band that I recommend checking out this year is Instilled in Me. They're an amazing metalcore band from, I believe, Toronto, Canada, or just Canada in general. I don't know. US for life. Their album The Shape of Life was my favorite album of 2020. It was great. Had songs like What Is Waiting, One Forever. Like it just, and especially the intro to that album, if you go and listen just in order, it's amazing. It's a great experience. And smaller bands like that, I think, are what helping the scene so much right now. And I wish more bands would give, or more of the scene would give the smaller bands credit, because they are the ones releasing the amazing music. And I hope that these big metalcore bands step up. I think one band that's going to have a huge bounce back is Wage War. They've released a lot of the little snippets of their music, which they're actually going to have some thrash elements, which I hate thrash, but Wage War will definitely make it good. If you heard Ghost, which was on their Pressure album, that had a lot more As I Lay Dying vibes, and they even said it, but still is kind of similar to some of those like thrash riffs. But I pray to God the scene gets better, guys. I'm going to rate this Architect song. I know I ranted forever. I'm going to give it like get 3 out of 10. I did not like it. I think that the verses, I liked the little melody in it a little bit, but yeah, I'll just do 3 out of 10, even though I would want to give it a 0, but I know it's not the worst thing in the world. For the scene, it sucks. So I'm gonna probably make this 2 videos: an Architect's reaction and something about the metalcore scene, like what's happening. But sorry for the huge video, guys. This song disappointing. Architects, do better. We need better music. You can't. These deep tracks better be good, or I hope people are honest with you guys. You guys are super talented. I know you're probably not watching this. You're super talented, but my God, please do better. This is so disappointing. I don't know why bands are just releasing garbage right now. You guys aren't even touring. You have so much time to work in the studio. I know I'm not a guitar god or anything. I'm not that great writing, but like you guys are professionals. You know what got you famous. Keep doing that. I know you like to experiment. I get that, but if you're going to experiment, do something like Northlane. Northlane is amazing. They implement some cool electronic techno sounds. Their new vocalist has amazing voice. Some of the live videos you hear from him, he has probably one of the best voices in metalcore. I wouldn't be shocked if he did. I'll stop ranting here, but guys, please like the video, subscribe, go follow my Instagram, iChristianRock, promote a lot of Wage War, Fit for a King, Christian rock bands like Disciple, We As Human, wish they were a band, sucks, Skillet, you probably heard of them, their old stuff, not their new stuff. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.